Hello, baby. Can I come over? I would like to invite.
Is this good? I don't know if it's clean though.
One second.
I want you to grind.
Okay, yeah.
Change it.
Hi, everybody. Joining the live. Today, I'm really excited because I am collaborating with Project Love. And there she is.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How are
How are
you?
you?
Good.
How are you?
Got my Trini gear.
Sorry, one second. Let me just
Take
get
your
this.
time.
How did I get this? Oh, there we go. Okay. So hi, everybody that joined the live. Today, I am collaborating with Project Love, and this is Priscilla, and she is the founder and owner of Project Love, which is a charitable organization that is devoted to helping those in need. And that is, if you guys know anything about me, that is my thing. That is my platform. It's been my platform for a long time, and I don't think it's ever not going to be something that's important to me. So today, what we're going to be doing is creating holiday cards for children in the orphanage, and it's for Christmas in July, which is one of Project Love's initiatives, and it originally started in Trinidad, and I guess today I'm bringing it to Guyana. So this is going to be very, very fun. Priscilla, can you please introduce yourself? Because I don't know if
Sure.
I don't think I did.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Usually you and I are on the opposite end where I'm questioning you. But Project Love was actually originated in the US. Through my high school, I went to an all-girls boarding high school, and with the alum, they give us an opportunity to give back. And so my colleague from high school, she says, I know that you love working with the orphans. Let's do something. And if you are familiar with Foodie Nation in Trinidad, I was talking to one of the directors there, and we came up with the name Project Love, and it stuck. So I originally created the project for my daughters who are homeschooled. I wanted them to have an opportunity to practice gratitude, to give back to the community, because thankfully we are all so blessed to have things, items conveniently, at the Dollar Tree or those Walmart and all those places. And suddenly Project Love just took off on its own. We had interest and people helping us. And here we are with you.
Yeah, that's so awesome. So we actually met on Facebook, and since then, I feel like it's just been destiny. It's just like it was meant to happen because we have so many of the same values and so many of the same initiatives that we want to see in the world. So many things
Yes.
we want it to be. So today,
I just got chills when you said that.
it's just meant to be. So today, do you want to explain what exactly we're going to be doing?
Yes, ma'am. So for today, we have our event coming up in July, Christmas in July, but I know you're on the island, so we kind of had to do a preview. So what we do for Christmas in July, we'll have a concert, which you're already involved in.
Yeah.
And usually we make Christmas cards for the orphans that will be sent out at the end of summer so that by the time the barrel gets there and it clears and everything, it'll be Christmas, So we just decorate cards with stickers. I brought my fantastic box of supplies.
Awesome.
My daughters have the stickers, and we have our little tool here.
Oh yeah, I have a lot going on here too. I have
Let me see.
all my paper, construction paper, all my little like Christmas trees and ornaments that I cut out here. So this is gonna be good.
You are amazing. And I did see that you were writing letters to some folks a couple of months ago.
Yes, so I wrote letters to seniors in long-term care homes, and it was to
Oh,
combat the loneliness during COVID because a lot of them, they can't see their families, and yeah, it's just to build a connection there.
but something so small that someone would say, oh, that's, what are they going to do with that? But they appreciate that so much more than any material item, just having that personal note. You can say, dear friend. You can say, don't say dear orphan. I don't know if that's
No,
appropriate.
that's very nice. But yeah, so prior to sending those letters, I actually was volunteering in a seniors building, and I kind of got a little bit more, like I got to see a little bit more about their lifestyle and like how they kind of like what their day to day is like. And they would get so excited when I would come in and like, paint their nails or, color with them or do a puzzle with them. And I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. So when I saw that opportunity it was Sending Sunshine, I was really on board. It was really fun to write those letters because I kind of knew where they were coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on, my audio. Hear me now?
Oh, before we get started, let's take a picture because that's how we do.
That's how we do. I was going to do a screenshot on my phone, but you sure can.
Okay, let me see if
So
I can do this and not look crazy at the same time.
Girl, you remember that conversation when we were recording? My one eye goes.
Yeah, I have a problem. Okay,
we all have a problem.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if I can do this. All right, ready? One,
Yes.
2, 3. I don't think it worked.
I was going to try. Look. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Did I get it?
I don't know, but you looked awesome on my end.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
If anything,
Yeah,
after we could do a
take a
screenshot.
screenshot. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Very cool. Well, as you said, with the seniors, I actually trained as a CNA way back when. And it was just too heartbreaking for me at the end of the day. I couldn't stick with it at all. But I have the experience of actually being in there and caring for them on a personal level. But then at the end of the day, they're there by themselves without any loved ones, and you go home to yours, and it's just really heartbreaking. So I think that was a really beautiful uh, activity that you did with them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, so
Uh-huh.
maybe get started now on the cards. I'm really excited. Like arts and crafts is
Woohoo!
my thing.
Arts and crafts are my thing. Um, Let me see if I have something here. So what I also do with the kiddos is we grab a bunch of magazines and start cutting out words, and we do word collages.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah. And then you can pass it to your friend. They can cut out your words and make their own collage, and it's like a whole cycle.
I used to do that a lot when I was younger with my dad. He would just get all these magazines from or newspapers or whatever and have this huge what do you call it, construction paper, and just collages of like the most random things, but it was so much fun. And you can tell I remember it on to now.
Woohoo! We love dads.
Yes, my dad is the best.
Very awesome. So for me, I'm actually going to go with the traditional printer paper and just give it a fold in half.
All right, I have my blue paper here.
Oh, I love blue.
This is my favorite color, actually.
I think I knew that. Yeah. The first time I met you, you were all blue.
Yes, I was wearing red. Yes, that's my favorite color.
Very nice. All right. So what color are you going to write in?
I think red. Yes, red
Okay.
Christmas.
Christmassy.
Hmm.
So when we decided to do this, I was like cooking in the kitchen and singing all my Christmas songs. And my daughter's like, wait, I thought Christmas in July was in July. I'm like, yeah, but you know, Miss Emily and I were going to do a preview of the Christmas in July. So I got everybody in the Christmas spirit.
Christmas in June. You know, a little preview for everybody.
Why not? For me, Christmas is every day.
I love Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday.
What do you
Especially,
want for Christmas this year?
ooh, um, happiness.
You have that.
um,
You're happy.
but really though, I just want everybody to, especially my family, just everybody to be happy. I can't think of like a material thing that I really, you know, really need. Well, that's a really tough question to answer. What do you want for Christmas?
I want a private beach house with a coconut in one hand
That should have been my answer.
and a doubles in the other hand, you know.
Oh my gosh,
That would be
that's
amazing.
the answer right there.
How about this? I get that for Christmas, I'll invite you.
Okay, sounds like a plan. You already know I'm not going to have any other plans as long as you invite me. So
You're open invitation, so it's all good.
awesome.
And tell me about what you're doing with the kiddos in Guyana. What have you been doing?
So far, I started Operation Christmas Child in my school. That's a long time ago now.
Oh.
And that's actually when I was in grade 8. I started, or grade 7. I started in my elementary school. So after that, like I guess it was kind of more like a legacy project. I ended up leaving, and then they still continue it now.
Oh,
So
so
that
nice.
is, yeah, it was really nice to see them still doing that. Which is basically we get shoe boxes and we fill them with stuff like hygiene products, school supplies, toys for kids, clothes, anything that they might need. And then when we close it, it kind of looks like a gift box. So it's
Oh.
a present for a kid in a third world country that is probably not going to get something for Christmas. So we did that for a few years at that elementary school. And then when I left, they continued doing it. And then when I did Miss West Indian Canadian, and I had to pick a platform, I was like, I already know where my heart is. So that was my platform, underprivileged children. And since then, it's been even closer to my heart because I was able to do that again, do that same initiative, but in Guyana. So I have an aunt who works in an elementary school here, and she was
Oh.
telling me a story about how during COVID, kids that didn't have access to the internet or access to a device would still have to go into the school and still have to get their assignments, all of their homework, whatever, that way. And that was heartbreaking because it's such a difficult time already, and to have to send your kids to school knowing that there is a danger out there, it was very, I don't know, it just kind of made me feel so much for them. So I started a drive,
Oh.
and I did a toy drive for Christmas for kids in Guyana, and that was completed last Christmas. So we did 32 care packages, thanks to all of my family and friends that made it happen. And they delivered it, and I got pictures, and I was so happy. So yeah, we did that, and it was really awesome.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I totally know what you mean. It's so nerve-wracking hearing that children are actually going into the school during this time, and the ones that have to sit with a mask all the school day. We homeschool, so we can't imagine. Like, I probably would not even let my girls go into school, period. So that's awesome. That's a care package. So that's one of the things that Project Love wants to do. So, I invited you to extend it to Project Love Guyana,
Of course.
and just in any way that we can help our fellow Caribbean. I mean, they are the
So,
future, literally, you
yeah,
know?
exactly. So that's something that I'm actually working on. I want to do something of my own organization, I guess, and but it's still in the works. And I know it's very important because it's about the future. That's like the whole purpose of the whole thing. And
Right.
I think one of the things that I'm so focused on is education, because that is, it's something that I feel like everybody deserves, and they should have the resources and the ability to get that.
Yes.
So I want my focus to be on making those resources more accessible and easier for kids to have.
Awesome. Well, we have a whole team for you. So whatever it is that we can do to make this vision come true so that the children are actually benefiting. The recognition doesn't bother me as long as the kids
Yeah.
are fed, they're comfortable, and they feel safe. That's one of the other initiatives that we want to work on, is having health and nutrition classes virtually, entrepreneurship classes virtually, mindset to self-love.
Mm-hmm.
The things that you don't really get when you're in a huge group and you don't get that one-on-one attention, especially from a mom figure. It's so important to know that you are still loved no matter what. How far'd you get, lady? See, I got Merry Christmas.
I just got married, and then I started talking.
You're amazing. Are you a lefty?
No, I'm righty.
Oh, a lefty.
I see.
Interesting. So talk to me about the care packages. We can certainly organize for this Christmas to get 2 barrels out. We can get one to Guyana and one to Trinidad.
Awesome. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's great, because I actually wanted to do it again this Christmas, but because of COVID, I know a lot of people are having trouble like sponsoring stuff and stuff like that. So it kind of sucks to like want to reach out at that time. But yes, I think we should definitely try and get at least 1 barrel
Mm-hmm.
each place.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's do it.
We have a lot to plan.
All right. Sounds good. I'm excited. We do have lots of plans though. We
Mm-hmm.
do have a lot of things coming. Also, actually, I wanted to tell you. So today, we're going to be going to the orphanage right in our area here. And,
Oh.
we're going to be delivering some of the food that
Oh, good.
Yes. So that's the same orphanage that I was telling you about, that I was going to drop off these cards. Probably not today, because the way I'm going, I'm not going to finish anytime soon.
It's like 2 hours on Mary.
Yeah. So
it is all good. Now, what I would love for you to do is to keep their contact information. And for me being in the United States, WhatsApp is like our window to the world.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have their WhatsApp, you can communicate with them. I actually get donations from a toy drive, Asbury Park Toy Drive in New Jersey. We get food donations like from the Aldi. I don't know if you have Aldi in Canada. Aldi Foods.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, I'll send you something about them. And they have allergy-friendly foods, because my daughters, we have food allergies here, and we can't just go to the ShopRite or the Giant or whatever and buy any old thing. Everything has to be read carefully. Everything has to be checked over. But this supermarket has allergy-friendly cookies and chips and rice cakes and all the yumminess that kids love without the allergens. So that's something. And I wanted to tell you, my biggest goal ever is to launch Project Love Cookies, so that the kiddos, we have a co-packer. So the kiddos can start their own little troops, and they have allergy-friendly cookies.
Oh, that's such a good idea. That's, Priscilla, I think you read my mind sometimes.
I think you read my mind.
Seriously. That's awesome.
So they're learning entrepreneurship, they're learning to manage and budget, they're sharing and helping their other little kiddo friends.
Awesome.
But I was thinking more of a traditional Caribbean route, like they have coconut drops and they have, stuff that you can't find in the Girl Scouts.
Yeah. That would be so cool. I think too, because like growing up in Toronto, you're kind of, you're not really Guyanese and you're not really Canadian. So like, you're Guyanese Canadian or Canadian Guyanese or whatever the hell you want to say. But,
or none of those.
Yeah, like, you don't really fit in either or. But finding a place for kids to actually feel like I'm a part of something, you know what I mean? Like all the
Right.
kids are actually, their parents are from the Caribbean or West Indies, and they were born and grow up in Canada or America. I think that's really important because sometimes you don't feel like you fit in, and to have that kind of place would be really good for kids.
Well, that's where the West Indian Women Network came in, because I felt the same way as you growing up in New York City and in New Jersey, and everybody's like, wait, what are you?
Yeah, like, are you like, I'm
Are you
not sure.
Hispanic? Are you Indian? What is it?
Like, what
So,
language
like,
do you speak? What language? Okay, but what language does your mom speak?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure? So.
Well, I would carry my Trini flag right around. Do you know this? Okay, that's me. But yeah, totally. So that's where the West Indian Women Network came from for, Caribbean people in the US and Canada, just outside of the Caribbean, to be able to connect with each other. And that's where you and I met.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's great. I think, yeah, it's so important because there's just a feeling of kind of like exclusion. I think it's changing a little bit more now. Growing up in Scarborough, where there's like a lot more Caribbean people and stuff like that, I think it's changing for the better, but it's still it's still there. It's still very prevalent.
So what would you take for your lunches on your school trips?
On my school trip, my mom was very nice about it. She would always give me sandwiches.
Oh,
But, she didn't want to embarrass me with whatever. So, yes, I always got sandwiches.
yes, stewed chicken, macaroni pie, and I'm
Oh,
just
is that what you
like,
give your kids, or is that
that's
what you
what my mom would pack for me on my school
Well,
trip.
that's good stuff, though. That's good stuff. I would
For
take that over the
me,
sandwich
yes. Right. But then you have all the questions. What is that? What does it smell like? What does it look like?
Like, where's
Oh.
that smell coming from? Oh, okay. What, did you taste it? Did you try it? No.
Did you want to? But I think I didn't have the patience or the vocabulary to explain at that age on a school trip where no one knew what the Caribbean was. So it was like, let me just eat my food.
It's also confusing, the Indo-Guyanese part. So, like, you watch Bollywood movies, but you're from Guyana, and you dance, you do Bollywood dancing, but you're from South America. Like, I'm confused, So, like, that part was very confusing for me growing up as well. That was, oh gosh.
I totally hear you completely. But you weren't embarrassed. You were totally proud of your heritage. You owned it, and look at you now. Amazing. Yeah.
That's one of the big reasons why I got started in Miss West Indian Canadians, because I didn't really feel like I had a set of West Indian friends where we could get together and talk about something that was not Canadian, I guess.
Like have that bond. I know what you
have
mean.
that social interaction about things that you hear about at home all the time. So I just wanted to be more invested in my community, I guess.
What I wanted to ask you, we finally have Project Love's website up and running, which I will definitely make a page for the other Caribbean. So for Guyana, bring Jamaica on board, everybody. And I forgot what I was going to say. So we have the website up and running. Oh, okay. So what I was thinking, with the privacy of the orphans, it's really hard to hear their story. It's really hard to understand what they're going through, what they're experiencing. And, if you could interview anonymously, maybe ask a few questions, what does this feel like? What are you thinking? Are you happy? What would you like to change in your life? Things like that.
That would be so interesting.
Can you write that down so you don't forget?
course I will. You already know.
Yay.
You already know.
And you know I will blow up your phone like, Emily, did you do it?
I know. And I have no issues with that whatsoever.
I see someone said the same thing about Brazil. And let me tell you about Brazil. Project Love is actually in Brazil. We
Really?
supported a construction company who they were building a home for this little boy and his family. And we sent over our donations, and he has his little house. You can see it on our YouTube channel. We have a Project Love YouTube channel, and you can see what his little house looks like. And he's so happy with what he has.
That's so awesome, Priscilla. I actually didn't know that. That's great.
So yay, Brazil. We're going to support you as much as we can too. I see my student here from Brazil. Hi, Lewis. So how far did you get? So I'm stuck on Merry Christmas.
I'm still stuck. I'm so embarrassed to show you what's going on here. I'm still stuck.
I can see you.
Give it like maybe 2 minutes.
No worries. So you'll be back in Canada and you'll be able to attend the Christmas in July, you think?
Yes.
Okay,
Is
awesome.
it gonna be a virtual show though, or are you doing?
Absolutely. Project Love does not want to be local. We seem to be pulled towards international always.
I think that's where the need is a lot of the time, though.
Well, we are so fortunate because we can actually reach back to our communities, to our island, to our, families and make a difference.
Can't forget where you come from, you know? You gotta still give back where you can and do your best to make the change. Because if you don't, I don't know.
Well, I think where I came from can't forget me. That's what it is. But I hear you completely. You can't look back. So that story that you were just telling me about, being in Canada and being like, in between cultures and trying to find that balance, that's an awesome idea for a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta write something down.
Go ahead.
I think you might know what I'm writing down.
I already do. Awesome. So how are our viewers doing with their cards? Is anybody making cards with us or just listening to us chat? Anybody?
Probably just listening to us run our mouth.
I'm telling you, well, it is the nature. Any questions for us about what Emily and I are doing?
Yeah, feel free to ask away. Kind of a star. Oh man, I wish I could draw.
You can draw, you just can't draw like the person you want to draw like.
Yeah, I'll try to draw myself and I'll end up looking like a dead cat. So
Hey.
it's not a good situation.
Well, talk to me about the care packages. The biggest thing for the girls are the sanitary napkins to have access to that. And I'm actually looking for, well, we actually have a company that will donate for us, but sometimes it's easier to just get it on the island and have somebody pick it up and take it over to them.
Yes, I have heard horror stories about what happens in girls' orphanages, the access that they receive to daily, necessities. And yes, sanitary napkins are something that really need to be in their life all the time, and they can't not have access to it. So, and I've heard about things where, somebody will go and donate money, and instead of giving it to the girls for what they need, staff and whatever, will do what they want.
Really?
So yeah, I think that's so important. And
That's so selfish.
yeah, very. So how are we going to go about that? How would we do that?
Well, you'll never believe. One of my girlfriends from my boarding school that I told you about, she would park her car in the parking lot of a Target and put a sign and just says, when you're coming out, grab a pack of personal items or a personal care product for an orphan. And by the end of like 2 hours, her trunk was full. She would send me 2 big boxes of stuff for the past 2 years. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so maybe I can try that too. Maybe I can do
But you be careful, young lady.
I will. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. I always have my bodyguards. Mom on one side and dad on the other.
And your sis.
Yes.
She's awesome. You have a very supportive family, and that's the message I want the orphans to know, is that we may not be next to you 24/7, but we are working hard to make sure that you have what you need.
I can't imagine not having my parents and my sister, because they just, regardless of what I want to do, I could say I want to jump off a building and they'll be like, all right, just, be safe. So it's
Put your parachute on.
Yeah, so regardless of what I want to do, I'm never, restricted. I'm never, well, you can't do that. You just can't.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't think I would be anywhere close to doing any of this stuff if it wasn't for them.
Awesome. I agree. So if anyone is making cards and you want to share it with us on the Project Love Facebook page, it's just Project Love 19, and you are welcome, especially Emily. I hope to see your card first.
Oh, no. Okay, well, let me give you a little sneak peek.
Oh my goodness, beautiful.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I feel like it needs a little something else. Thinking. What else can I put on here?
A little border, maybe some squigglies around the border.
Yes, exactly.
Super duper. The other thing I did want to tell you, and I guess I'm going to just tell you now, is, encouraging the girls to pursue if they wanted to participate in pageants, or they wanted to, whatever their dreams and ideas are, write it down for us. Let us know. We can connect them to the right people.
That's a really good idea too. That's,
When you're talking to me, you have to have your notebook.
Yeah.
Me too. See, I got my little pen right here ready for notes.
I feel like they lack a lot of opportunities that other kids, it would just be so easy for them to access. So.
Well, the thing is,
sorry, you have a lot of connection to different organizations that can help them bridge that gap. So that would be really, really good.
Yes, and they have us. They may not have had the opportunities in the past or the right people, but now they have us. And we can open doors for them as best as we can, permitting whatever privacy they need or they can't participate in, we'll do our best. All right, your card looks way better than mine, and I was making fun of you.
Let's see it.
No. Let me put my squigglies. The other thing that we did was we left the cards blank in case they wanted to make a card for their friend at the orphanage.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know what? I think I have a better idea than the squiggly. I gotta show you.
You don't like squigglies?
I don't think I can do it right. I don't think I can do your squiggles right.
You first.
Okay. Oh my gosh, when I do arts and crafts, like the whole room needs to be a mess. It's gonna be so fun to clean up.
That's why we have a shop vac for our girls.
Oh, that's so fun.
It's like they're walking and stuff is just falling out. Woo! Really cute! Yeah, the hearts did it.
Yeah,
that was it. The red and the blue just pop. Looks amazing.
All right.
All right, here you go. And
Oh, I love the little heart with the arrow going through it. That's
it's
awesome.
blue, your
Yeah,
favorite.
that's so cute. Your
Thank
pen,
you, darling.
I cannot with your penmanship. That's awesome.
Your penmanship is awesome.
Really? I really don't think so.
So if you want to do another live when you get back from Canada, what we can do is something to focus on getting some food donations and some personal item donated, whether it's here or there. I already have a barrel that's half full that was supposed to go out for Christmas, but I was told not to send anything to Trinidad because of COVID. So that barrel is still there waiting. And we have 3 big bags of toys that are still waiting to be shipped out. So I want to, I'm not using it, so I want to get it out. All right.
Okay, so
Yay.
about that. Yeah. Give you some.
Cool.
One thing I really would like to do though, maybe I don't know if this Christmas or the next, or when I will be so lucky to ever do it, but is actually be here when the items are being distributed, because I just want to see the looks on their faces when they get their toys and they get their their new toothpaste or their new little purse or whatever.
Oh, yeah. They'll be so cute.
See it.
So we can do that. We can fly to Trinidad first and then fly to Guyana and then wherever else you want to go after that beach house with the coconut and the doubles,
Yeah. I think you said it was in the Bahamas or
Right.
somewhere, somewhere nearby.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So that'll be great. We can actually do that maybe for Christmas in July 2022.
Sounds
That'll give us time to plan and gather up and like maybe take 4 or 5 barrels down.
That's a good idea.
I think big. I just can't think small. It's not in my nature.
I've always had that problem myself. It's like when they ask you in class, like, what are your dreams? And it's just like, I want to be a millionaire and I want this and that and blah, blah, blah. And
right.
Yeah, it's never like, a realistic,
nothing like a pony or a right. You want the moon and the stars. I feel you.
Exactly.
That's right, girl. Well, nothing moves if you don't move.
Gotta make it happen. It doesn't just happen, overnight.
Well, I've been doing a lot of work with the law of attraction, I told you, and with Project Love, it's just building itself. I can't explain it. The right people are coming in. I'll show you. So when you have time, you can check out a law of attraction book too.
Okay.
Look.
I can't see the name.
The Vortex.
Okay.
That's where all your wishes are. So you just need to get your cute little self aligned and everything will flow to you.
I really do believe in that. I believe in fate and destiny and good energy, putting it out there, and it's just gonna bounce right back to you.
1000%. I mean, look at us. The other thing I was struggling with is kind of like, what is the next moment? I've done this. What is next? So that I'm not stuck on that moment that already happened. So I recommend this for you too. It's called The Present.
Ooh. Yeah, why are we so alike? I have that problem myself. I'm always worried about tomorrow, what I'm going to be doing in the future. If I'm not busy right now, tomorrow is not going to look so good. So, and yeah, even the other day, someone was like, "Can we just live in the moment for a second, Emily? Can we please just do that?" And I was like, "No,
I can't." And you have to learn. It's hard. It's the hardest thing when our minds are always 10 stoplights ahead, I guess. But it's really, really, really important to try your best to be here now. because the next moment will actually appear for you. You won't have to think about what do you need to do next. You'll be inspired to flow to that next moment. I think you already are an amazing law of attractioner. Totally. You just haven't realized it yet.
I needed that. I needed to hear that because sometimes I'm not so sure.
You can't be. And it's like, when you're in the spotlight, you don't really see how people see you. On the inside, you still feel a little shy, a little timid. Am I doing the right thing? You feel that way. But what you present on the outside, you can see based on what is happening around you. And you're doing incredible things. You're welcome. So I look forward to your August pageant.
Yes, I'm very old. That's actually the sash I'm wearing right now, Miss Galaxy Pickering. So I've already been named Miss Galaxy Pickering. So the pageant coming up in August is the national pageant for Miss Galaxy.
Oh, congratulations. This is the sash you wore on our interview, right? Yes.
So
very nice.
I've never competed in a pageant on this scale before. I think there's over 50 girls in the pageant in the division that I'm in, which is the Miss division. So it's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm excited, mostly excited because I get to talk about my platform, especially in the interview, and I get to share what I'm doing with more people, and more people will hopefully get to learn about what I'm doing, about Project Love, about what's going on in the Caribbean. So, yeah.
West Indian Women Network.
Mm-hmm.
Get those West Indian women up and bumping with us.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you're in the pageant, you have your magic look. So you pull that look, that look that you do. The granny look.
Oh, the granny look, yes. It's all on the eyes.
They'll be sold. They're going to eat it up, So I think you have that.
I can't believe you talked about granny.
I love that granny. I miss that granny.
I haven't seen Granny for such a long time.
Where's she there?
She's been busy. She's been busy in Guyana. She didn't have much time to, make any videos or anything like that. But she's coming back.
I literally laugh out loud watching Granny. I mean, like I have to wipe the corner of my eyes sometimes. Like, what is this Granny thinking?
You know what the problem is, though? You like watching madness. That's why.
I am a Trini. I'm just kidding.
It just started because I like to have fun and do comedic things. And actually, when I'm at home, I kind of do talk with that little raw accent sometimes. So, I was like, why don't I make some videos about this? Because I'm sure there's more people that can relate. I think my first video, where I have the guy's like, why you look so maga? All you go on a show or something said, right? And I was like, that was a real life experience. I had lost a lot of weight, and I saw this person on after a very long time, and she's like, she was like, you look so maga. As if like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize so I was like, that's a normal thing though for us, like you get fat, you get fine, so it's, yeah.
Well, you're never skinny enough or you're never plump enough for any Caribbean person, so I'd just be me.
You're never
like, you take me as I am.
Short enough, or you're never cute enough, light skin, dark, oh god.
Have you looked at, you're looking at me, but have you looked at you?
No,
not in a bad way, but that's one of the things with mindset to self-love is to be able to let those comments come in, and you're just like, you know what, I am 1,000% sure of who I am, okay? And I appreciate your comments, but there's nothing I can do. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, it actually did take a long time for me to be like, okay. Like, even the other day, I think someone was like, you're doing pageants and you're kind of like short. Like, I was like, thank you. I control my height. So I was just like, it's like pageantry as much as it is about beauty on the outside and how you present yourself and stuff like that. It's also a lot about your platform and what you are motivated by, what you're inspired by, what values you have, what you want to do in the world, what changes you want to see, and actually how you put that into practice and how you live your life day to day with that in mind. So I now just let it roll off my shoulders.
Now you have bigger ideas,
Clearly,
bigger
you have an
plans.
idea what pageantry is about. So,
Right. Well, this is why I was saying to you earlier, you know, teaching what you have learned, how to be in that mindset, to be in front of this huge group, and you have people judging your, you know, your outfit and your makeup and your pose, and, you know, teaching the younger generation that there's nothing to be shy about, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. If it's something that you love and you're doing it for yourself, what difference does it make?
absolutely,
So think about that.
absolutely.
I think this experience that you're having is for you to then move out of the way and share what you've learned from that inside perspective.
Yeah, there's so many. Like since I won the pageant, there have been so many girls that have reached out to me on Instagram and Facebook and just been like, you know, like you inspire me, and you know, I want to do a pageant, but like, you know, I don't think I'm pretty enough, or I don't think I'm tall enough, or I'm good enough to do a pageant. And I'm gonna be so honest, at 13, 14, I felt the same way, and I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I could do a pageant and actually win, or actually compete in a pageant. Oh my, that was like the furthest thing from my mind. But
Right.
I truly believe that once you put your mind to something, there is nothing you can't do. And there is nobody that should be in your way trying to stop you. When you let them stop you, that's when they win. And
That's when they win.
That's exactly what they want. They are afraid of your success, how far you can go, and they're just trying to hold you down. Don't let
Absolutely. But you totally look like you enjoy yourself. You look like you're in your element when you're on stage. It's like, you know, Granny 2.0.
yeah, that's my granny. I've been performing on stage since I was 4 years old, dancing. So that, I think that comes naturally. I also just like to be the center of attention sometimes. I like entertaining people, so that kind of just went hand in hand with pageantry. So, one of the biggest things for the pageant, though, for me, was the dancing part, the talent part. That was the most fun. By far, that was the most fun.
I know. I saw your reaction video. You were hilarious.
Yes,
what was I thinking?
I couldn't believe it.
You did amazing.
I can't, like, it was such a blur that day. It was, you know, it was such a blur. I can barely remember the feeling or like what was going on. I had to watch the video. I'm like, how was I standing? Was I sweating? Was I conscious? I can't remember. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, you look super poised. You look like a boss up there. So don't even worry about it. And I know you're going to be super amazing in August. But make sure you do that reaction video again. That was hilarious.
Sure. I have to be with my sister, though. My sister just makes it.
She does.
Yeah.
You're a team.
Yeah. I wouldn't, even like for that last pageant, I would not, 100% would not have won or had the courage to be on that stage if it weren't for her. She was with me for all of my dance practices. You're not doing that right. You're not doing that right. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. And it's exactly what I needed. I don't like when I'm in a competitive zone and someone's like, you're doing your best. It's okay. That's fine. That's good enough. No, I can't do that. So I really needed her, and she was perfect.
Well, when it's a competition, you got to be on point. So you do need that person that's going to say, look, either you get it together or you're not doing this, you know?
Exactly. Get it together or get out of it.
Well, that's what I tell my English students. I say, listen, when you're speaking English, you're representing me. So you got to remember the rules. Who taught you English? Priscilla, no.
No, not my name. Not my name.
But it's so true. It's really true. So would you say you can teach, therefore teach dance?
Yes, actually, I have. I've taught dance to in a couple churches.
Oh, nice.
There were a few younger students that I taught. This was a while ago now, though. Yeah, so I choreographed a few pieces for the church, and then we did it for a Diwali show. So that was really nice. That was a very long time ago, actually. And when my sister and I do our dance videos together, we actually choreograph them ourselves too. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. I see you have Mr. Terry in your videos. You go ahead, girl.
Yes, he is we started dancing with him, I think, 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And he is one of the sweetest, most humble people I've ever met in my life. Like, you would not think that when you're speaking to him, you're speaking to Terry Gadraj, Guyana Babu. Like, you would not think that at all. So we're kind of more like family now. And he has helped me a lot with, anything I want to do. So.
Well, you have to find your niche. You have to find your mentor that you can connect with. You can't just say, oh, well, can you be my mentor? But you don't have that connection,
Yeah.
It's really wonderful. I think, Emily, everything that you're doing now, keep building, honey. Keep building little by little, and you'll never believe how everything comes full circle at the right time.
Yeah. I truly believe in that as well. Everything comes full circle. I believe in karma too. So, yeah, for sure.
I'll send you this quote about karma because I don't understand it. Maybe shed some light for me.
Okay. I was not expecting you to say that at all because I don't understand.
You never know. You might have. So maybe invite Mr. Gadraj to make a card for the orphans.
Okay.
What you say?
Will do.
Yay. Really awesome, honey. How much time has gone by?
Let's see. It's 1:53. We've been on here for almost an hour now. No
It felt
way.
like 5 minutes.
I know. What the heck?
What in heaven?
This is what happens when we start talking.
Well, too, besides that, last night I made some mango chutney. And I didn't have like habaneros and stuff, so I roasted a jalapeno. My daughter roasted a jalapeno, girl, and well, I ate some chutney, so that is clearly why, all energetic.
I get that. I don't know if you've heard this before, like your mouth hot, like like pepper sauce. Like I get that a lot. So I thought that's where that story was going.
Hot mouth.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. I think I call myself that,
I would be lying if I said I'm not.
I believe you. Listen, I need to interview Granny Stat, okay?
Okay. Yes, I know that's been a long time coming. Hi, everybody that's joining the live. I completely forgot to look at this chat. I'm so sorry.
I looked a little. I saw something from Brazil. I saw my student was here. They've been begging me to do a live, but I'm like, what if you ask me an English question and I don't know? Live. Hold on, let me just Google for a second.
Oh, something's happening with my phone. I gotta Google.
Oh, whoops. Give me a second.
I think we're breaking up.
Like, why is that preposition there? I'm like,
Okay, my second card.
You go ahead. Wow, I love that. Where did you get those stickers?
Giftland Mall in Guyana.
Okay. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
Those are so pretty.
Foam card, and then you just peel off the back, and it's like it sticks right on.
Nice. So that's something that I would love to just fill a barrel with all kinds of arts and crafts stuff so the kids can go nuts, make a mess, and, we don't have to be there to clean.
That's the only bad thing about arts and crafts. But it's
I
so
think
worth it. It's so worth it.
it's so worth it, but that was like the one fun thing in elementary school was art class.
Yeah.
You know, you can walk around, you can cut stuff, you can make masks, you can color. But then when you're in regular class, you had to do some math. Mm.
Oh gosh. The one thing I hated the most about school was spelling. Oh my god. Spelling just up to now, sometimes I don't spell things right. It's just I never liked it. I never liked grammar. Oh. Math wasn't so bad for me.
Well, so far on your posts that I've seen, you did really well with your spelling and your grammar, because otherwise I will call you out.
Yes, I need to proofread a lot, so that doesn't happen.
Or you could send it to me.
Yeah, I think I might need to start doing that though, because my sister a lot of the time after I post it, she'll check it and say, you have typo, fix it, then fix it.
Hey, whoops.
Yeah. So.
Just be like, that's my Guyanese slang.
It can't pull it off though. It just doesn't. She just knows me too well to know that.
You know better.
Yeah, I think you can do better. That's
How are you able to talk and craft?
Sorry.
How are you able to talk and craft? I'm still looking for the magic color.
The real question is, how am I able to talk so much generally?
I will not go down that road right now because sometimes I have to tell my family, listen, I'm going to give your ears a break for today, okay? And then when I'm quiet, then they're looking for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you?
I if I'm a little too quiet, everyone's like, what's going on?
What happened? Yeah. Is everything okay?
You okay? I don't like the quiet. What's going on? Nothing I should know about? What did you do?
Right. Oh gosh. That's the secret, you see? And that is how you know you have nosy people around you.
You know what? I have to tell you, being in Guyana, I did not realize how much people mind your business. Oh my God. I did not realize it until I got here. It's so crazy.
But what really, and this is not a bad thing at all, but what really cracks me up is being here and you hear all the information before it even goes live. Like everybody knows the business. And I'm just like,
everybody knows everybody's,
what?
Dirty laundry and what's, and I'm just like, how on earth could you possibly know this information?
Right.
Like, you have to be a part of this, whatever's going on, because there's no way.
But I am always the last person to know because I'm the opposite. I'm just like, if I don't need to know it, then I don't need to know it.
If it doesn't concern me, that's fine. You do you.
And I think that's the most important message for the future generation. Do you. Don't worry about what Uncle Sam's doing and whatnot, Yeah. Do what you have to do. The other thing about is, did you hear me? My phone just went weird.
Yeah.
We're teaching them about multiple streams of income online.
Okay.
So they don't need a 9 to 5. They don't need to, answer to a boss. With the entrepreneurship training, they're able to manage their online businesses. And we give them the tools, we give them the skills, we give them the platform.
Yeah.
So they are financially independent as soon as they can be.
Awesome. Is that something that you're going to do with the orphanages as well?
Yes, with the ones that are almost of working age. Yes, ma'am. So my phone is yelling at me. All right, this is as far as I got. So I got the front that you saw. And then we have the side, because I love hearts.
So cute. Aww. That's so nice. So
Next time I'll get glittery stickers like you.
no, you know what? Handmade cards and drawings and stuff like that are the best. I don't like the store bought at all.
I understand.
It has so much more meaning this way.
Absolutely. You are amazing. Thank you so much for having me and inviting me
Yes.
and doing the cards. And, whenever, if you want to let me know, we can collect the cards.
Mhm.
So I'm
Thank
just
you
gonna
so
put
much for
this.
joining me and having me be a part of Project Love and this initiative. You already know this is where my heart is too. So thank you so much for including me in it. Thanks for joining me today and making me laugh a little bit. Everybody that's on the live, please do check out Priscilla's Facebook page for Project Love and give it some love because she's doing amazing things.
Absolutely. And Emily, you are 1000% a part of Project Love now. You can be in charge of the Guyana department.
Absolutely. I am all in on that. I'm for it.
I'll talk to you when you get back to this northern continent,
For sure. We'll
my
keep in
neck of the
touch.
woods. Yes, ma'am. Much love. Stay safe. Let me know how the kiddos like the cards.
I will. If I can
And
take
post
pictures, I
pictures.
will. Yeah. Thank you. And stay.
Post it on the Project Love Facebook.
Okay, for sure.
Big
Bye.
hugs. Bye, everybody.